Welcome back to the No Limit Crypto channel. So in this video we will look at Cardano. I'm gonna tell you why I think this was the last push before the smart contracts, and I'm also going to give you a warning for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the big day for Cardano. And at the end I'm just gonna recap my price prediction for Cardano for this year. So if you enjoy these daily Cardano updates, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Let's get right into it. So we had this triangle pennant forming on Cardano on the 4-hour chart or on the daily chart, and the pessimist in me expected this to be kind of a bear flag and we would break to the downside. But I've been saying that this close to a big launch, the price is really unpredictable. It's really hard to exactly say where the price is going to go. So we broke this to the upside with some big momentum. We can look at the volume. We had a nice spike in volume, and right now we are facing some hard resistance on 3 different parts actually. So first we have this trend line that formed back in August. We have tested this trend line, we have tested it as resistance. We broke the resistance and we tested it as support twice. And right now, and even if we want to be really picky and precise, we actually tested it on the hourly chart back when we had this sort of manipulation, massive drop thing happen. So yeah, so that's resistance number 1. Resistance number 2 comes at the level where we started this massive drop. And at these massive drops, when candles look like this, the first candle where it happens and the top of that candle is most often going to be a hard resistance line to break. And that's why I think this is going to be a resistance line over here at the 283. So I think if we break, we need a lot of momentum first of all to break this sloping resistance line. Then we need even more momentum to break this horizontal resistance line. So I think this might really be the end for this particular move. And we also have a resistance on the RSI. So we look at the RSI here, we have a nice trend line forming, and right now it looks like we might stop right here at this trend line. And so in general, this actually looks pretty promising in the shorter term. We managed to make a higher low and a higher high. So in the short term, this could mean that we are reversing the trend still. I think this particular move is obviously stopping right here, but there's nothing saying that why we couldn't come back down somewhere around and test this level again and move up. That's a possibility. So this could be the short-term trend reversal that we have been looking for. But again, tomorrow, the big day, the price is really unpredictable. And that brings me to the second part of the video. So right here, we are at the daily chart, and this green box is from when the release date of the Alonso hard fork was confirmed to today. So this little pink line over here is the release date tomorrow. So there's one more night of sleep before the smart contracts, which is overall a very big and bullish thing. But honestly, I wanna put out a warning for you. I think the price right now, the price includes the positive outcome of the hard fork of the smart contracts. The price doesn't include a possible if something goes wrong. So I think if the release goes well, I don't think we're gonna have a massive change in price, actually. But the risk, if something goes wrong, I'm not saying something will go wrong, but if something goes wrong, oh, you might be in for a ride, a hard ride down. So that's why I'm staying cautious. If you are a long-term holder, you know, you bought down at 50 cents at $1, like, yeah. And overall, if you're a long-term holder, you can be comfortable, you can sleep well, don't be afraid. We are obviously long-term bullish, but please, for the love of God, don't try to enter trades right now. Not for the long term, not for the short term. No short trades, no long trades, no nothing. No swing trades, nothing. Because if something goes wrong, the ride down might be hard. And there is a saying, buy the rumor, sell the news. So we can see the release date was released on the 13th of August. We had a crash when the news came out. Prior to the news, the rumor of the news drives the price up. And you can, this is obviously not news that we're talking about right now. It's a release, but the price right now includes everything if everything goes well, but the price right now doesn't include if something goes wrong. And even if something doesn't go wrong, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a small crash in Cardano. And that's nothing to be worried about. We're obviously long-term bullish, but please just stay out of the market or tomorrow. You know, that's my advice that I would give you. And let's look at my long-term price prediction. It's on the same chart here. I think we are going to go to this 162% Fibonacci extension line up to $5.40. I think that is a realistic target for Cardano. Maybe not this year, but in this, however long this bull cycle lasts. So I don't think we're going to go straight up. I don't think that's going to happen, obviously. So this is just a hypothetical that I'm going to draw right now. I think we might do something like we go up to the I think we go up to the 100, come back down and test the latest all-time high, and then we maybe move to the 138, come back to the 100 and test this level again, because we know that we test levels often. We come back down and test them. And at that point, I think we could go to 162 and $5.40. And at that point, we have to reevaluate where we think Cardano might be going. This was all from me. Please be careful tomorrow. Stay cautious. It's a big day tomorrow. So yeah, peace out.